Hey, how's it going? My name is Luke Stokes, and it is Wednesday, August 26th, 2026. Today, I'm going to do a review on this wallet, the OneKey Classic 1S. This is a crypto hardware wallet. And full disclosure, I did a video a while back on Ledger just to help out my friends, and apparently somehow they found it, the OneKey team, and they emailed me and said, "Hey, would you be willing to do a review of our wallet?" And I was immediately skeptical because I'm like, "Oh man, I don't want to be put on video for all time promoting a wallet that you know might break someday." So obviously, cold card. There are examples in the marketplace where hardware wallets have not lived up to their promises, and I was obviously a little bit skeptical. But I looked into it a little bit, and actually, it looks pretty freaking cool. And they're like, "Yeah, no worries. By all means, do a full legit review on what you think, and we'll send you a free one just to do that." And I was like, "Okay, you don't mind if I sell them my guy for free, right?" And they're like, "No, of course not." And tell us exactly what you think. So here we are. I'm gonna do an unboxing here. We're gonna open this guy up, and um, we're gonna see what's inside. Oh, and before I get started, I guess the reason I want to highlight a little bit why I decided to give this a shot. I was checking with it with Grok. This is right after the cold, the other, the other wallet hack, cold card issue. And I said, "Hey, how is this different?" Basically asking it, should I put my reputation on the line to do a video for something like this? And it talks about the EAL6 Plus secure element, the same high assurance common criteria level used in passports, government IDs, and payment cards. I'm reading from Grok here. It includes environmental sensors, side channel protections, memory bus encryption, shielding, and a certified true random number generator meeting AIS 20/31 PTG.2, which, requirements. Those are all like entropy sources, self-trust, that kind of stuff. There's dual on-device entropy sources. So unlike the other situations, it's not a single source of randomness and entropies, which is really cool. So they have independent randomness from SE's TRNG and the main MCU. Combined seed generation happens entirely on device. OneKey states it does not rely on a single component or the same code dependency stack as Cold Card. Pretty important. Open source firmware. This is something I actually really like. This is something that I've been a Ledger user for a really long time, and Ledger is not open source as far as their firmware. This is. So a dedicated public repository firmware dash classic 1S on the OneKey HQ GitHub has reproducible builds and claims of community review. Apps and firmware are described as fully open source. Supply chain and physical protections, that's always important. Tamper evident packaging, all that kind of stuff. And then you have firmware attestation on first activation, which checks authenticity. Hardware rooted secure boot, auto wipe on detected intrusion, firmware modification, and pin with progressive lockout/wipe. Key storage, private keys remain inside the SE and do not leave it for normal operations. Additional claims, independent audits, slow mist reference, primary detailed for higher end models like Pro, ISO/IEC 27001, and zero losses since inception, quote unquote. Company statements explicitly note users are unaffected by the cold card RNG issue due to the different actor structure. Okay, so yeah, I won't go into a whole lot more boring detail on that. Let's go ahead and get into the unboxing. Of course, it is always fun to get the plastic open. All right, here we go. We've got what looks to be a nice little way to open this up in the back here. I so often miss those like super clever ways that like Apple and other companies do these like super cool ways to do stuff. And so let's see if I figured it out correctly this time. All right, so that does that. But now what? Oh, 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 there's another one. There's another one. There's another one. There we go, people. Now what? That seems to be moving. Maybe I just, oh, oh yeah. Feeling it. Feeling it. Whoa. Beautiful. Seriously, Apple just, oh, that's beautiful. Apple just upped the game when they started doing product design and packaging. It's just like, are you kidding me? Freaking awesome. That's totally straight out of Apple. Look at that. Totally. Okay. Start your Web3 journey, baby. All right, cool. They got a little quick start. Never import wallet address recovery phrases into app wallets. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, basically like, hey, if you just did all the effort to get a hardware secure wallet, like don't use some compromised key because that's really stupid. We got our, ooh, got more stickers. Nice. Got our getting started guide. Let's see. Okay, go to the website, follow the instructions. Easy enough. Okay, yeah, in every language. Okay, go to the website, follow the instructions. This is the modern world for you. Okay. Ooh, ooh, I like. Got our little make sure seal is intact before use. Got our tamper. Oh, look at that. Is that. Oh no, that's something else. Looks like it's inside. Okay. All right. So we got our sexiness here. All right. They got a little arrow. Got to be smarter than the device, I guess. All right. So yeah. Tamper resistant. Nice, nice. It shows a little funkiness coming off there. Oh yeah, that's how it is. Look at that. Beautiful. All right. So tamper resistance works. Still coming around. That is kind of sexy. I have to say, that is damn sexy. And then you got a nice little screen protector there. That is pretty freaking sick looking. And oh, yeah, all right. I was curious if I was gonna need a dongle. Ooh, getting modern USB-C. Very nice. I have a recurring nightmare that many years in the future, crypto wallets will be slave to whoever has one of these USB to USB-C. If you don't have a dongle, can't access your funds. That would be bad. All right, so we got a nice little awesomeness right here. Very cool. Very cool. And our recovery sheet. This is the challenge. This right here is the challenge. How do we teach people to secure these 24 words? There are many different protocols, the Glacier protocol. There's people that split them up. There's, some people put them in safety deposit boxes. I've actually heard horror stories of that, where an old bank account was under the name of someone who passed away, and then there was no record of them having the account because they were like knew the original founder of the bank, and so all of a sudden, like the safety deposit box just was gone essentially, and like an heir had to come fly into the bank and like convince them, yo, that was my mom's. Like, no, this is legit. Can I get my freaking stuff out of there? So anyway, that's just beautiful packaging, beautiful box. I don't have a great plan for how you keep your ooh, nice. Check that out. Green screen. Ooh, yes, it is green. Oh, that's fun. I mean, come on, that's fun. You gotta, that's fun. Yeah, that's fun. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, anyway, sorry, distraction. Squirrel. Here we go. Now, I should probably be nice. All right, I'm gonna be nice. Let's go ahead and pop over to the actual website. Do it correctly, doing a proper review here, making it official and all of that. So I'm going to hop over and pull up the website that this little extensive getting started guide told me to do. OneKey dash or .so / start. So let's go ahead and check that out. OneKey so OneKey, not to be confused with One Piece. All right, let's go ahead and share my screen here. All right, here we go. Okay, so we have the OneKey Classic 1S, I believe. Quick start guide. All right. Probably as simple as plug the damn thing in, right? All right, 3-minute video. Yeah, do we really need to watch this? Yeah. You know what? If you guys were the type of people that watch these videos, you wouldn't be watching this video because like I'm sure it makes it awesome and super simple, but yeah, we're gonna skip that for now. But be smart, watch the video, make sure you know what's going on. Inspect it. We did that. Okay, recovery phrase. Oh, yeah. I'm totally going to do that on video and put all my money in this thing so you guys can just see it. I mean, something like that. All right, here we go. Boom. We have plugged in. Oh, does that cable work? Oh, it's a small cable. Kind of almost doesn't work. Okay, we're going English. Okay, welcome to OneKey. Let's continue. Next, follow the on-screen instructions to get your OneKey Classic. All right. Create new wallet. Generating a standard wallet instead of recovery phrase. I would definitely go with the 24 words if I were you. Come off screen here for a second. All right, the next screen will start to display 24 words called recovery phrase. Write it down on sheet in order. Definitely important to do that in order. Let me go get a pen real quick. All right, we're back. We did get the allow accessory to connect. I'm gonna go ahead and click allow on that. Got my pen. Okay, so here we are, 24 word phrase. And we're gonna get our, these are the cover sheet here. Write that down off camera, obviously. All right, here we go. And we got our first word. Pretty straightforward. You just write the word down and then hit the little button on the right, two little arrow buttons, basically. This is the part that is super exciting to watch on a video. All right, we are done. All right, now it says next, check the written 24 words again. And so that's just giving them in order. I'm just going through here, making sure they're all good. Looking good. We're good. Next, follow the guide and check words one by one. All right. We're doing it. We're doing it. All right. So now I'm getting a screen where I can go up or down between a selection of a few words. And I have to pick, like check word number 3, I have to pick using the up and down arrows, the correct word. And then I can hit like the arrow button to go to the next one, depending on what the next word is. So you just kind of go down the list, figure out which one it is. And yeah, pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. Just kind of do some clicking around here. There's no back option, which is okay. I haven't made a mistake yet that I know of. So that's cool though. That works. Yeah. Pretty straightforward. I've seen a bunch of different wallets and the way they do this. Some of them you start like typing out the letters, until you find the word that is the one you're looking for. This is kind of a 3-word thing. So it probably has a little bit less, I don't know, I guess you'd say entropy, but it seems fine to me. Being able to guess 3 times, 24 times in a row. I don't do the math on that. Seems unlikely. And this is just a confirmation. It might have a different screen when it comes to actually putting in the words from scratch. So we'd have to check that. Wait, 20. Oh, I was off by, there we go. Awesome. Your backup is complete. Screen is super clear, easy to read, almost done. Recovery phrase is the one way to recover your assets, so keep it in a safe place. Set up to a 4 to 9-digit PIN to protect your wallet. Very cool. Let's go ahead and do that. So one thing that is important on these is that they should like randomize what the next is, so people listening in can't hear like buttons and stuff. And this does that. Okay, cool. So when I'm clicking up and down, you can't really know which number I'm using. It's randomizing it. So then once you're happy with it, you go ahead and you find the check mark and then click check mark. And then now, okay, I got to enter it again. Good. So in case I screwed something up, make sure I put that in right. All right, PIN is set. Congratulations. Wallet is ready. Download OneKey app and have fun with your OneKey Classic. Download OneKey apps at onekey.so/download. Any questions? Visit Help Center for Solutions, help.onekey.so. OneKey Classic is set up It will bring you back to the home screen. OneKey Classic. All right. So we got general, security, Bluetooth enabled. Very cool. Yeah. Pretty sweet. We got auto lock settings, 5 minutes, right? Shuts down after 5 minutes. USB lock enabled, inter-direction default. Very cool. Let's see what that says. Reverse. Oh, cool. You can actually reverse the input. Nice. Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, let's check security. What does that say? Security, change PIN, check recovery phrase, passphrase, reset device. Nice. That's right there. You can just do that real quick. And let's go to about device. Device info. Okay, you got all that going on. Device ID probably shouldn't show you that, but whatever. Oh, not even on screen. There we go. Yeah. Trevor compatible. Well, that's cool. I wonder what that's about. And then safety checks are on. Very cool. There we go. So let's try to download the app. Now that we got this all done, connect OneKey app to Mac OS or other platforms. I want to see if they've got anything for the phone. Let me check on my phone. It said Bluetooth, so curious. Other platforms. Yeah, they do have iOS. All right, I want to do iOS. Let's try that. App Store. I've never had a USB, I mean a Bluetooth hardware wallet like that, so I want to check it out. So let's see, OneKey, crypto and Bitcoin wallet. There we go. Actually, just to double check that I'm getting the right thing, let's click on iOS. There we go. Very nice. Got a little QR code action to make sure I'm downloading the correct thing. Very important. And that is the one I thought. Just double checking. Double click to install. We're downloading that. And now we're going to open that up. I'm not sure if you could, actually, let's do a screen recording here. No, let's see. So, okay, there we go. All right, so I've downloaded the wallet here. Create new wallet, add existing wallet, connect hardware wallets. Do that. OneKey Classic, that is our good stuff. Ooh, look at that. Allow to find, okay, sure. Devices nearby. Okay, keep the device near, there it is. The K5311, K5311. Connecting with your device. Okay, ooh, don't show no codes. You can't see my codes. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just in the off chance that could, so it's showing me a code on the device. I'm entering that in, I'm pairing it. And let's see if that's working. I think it connected. Maybe not. Yeah, so it looked like it finished, but then it kind of just paused for a second. So, okay, there we go. All right, so now, let me pull this down again. And its first thing it's doing is a genuine check, which is very cool. It is wanting to check and see. Let's go ahead and stop sharing here. There we go. All right. So we've got to check my OneKey Classic, connecting to your device. Make sure, all right, genuine check, confirm your device to verify its authenticity. Check this device with the OneKey server, and I'm clicking yes. Checking device, verification successful. Nice. Now we check firmware. I assume is next. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. And that's what I figured. Update now. These updates, firmware updates on these devices happen often, so I want to make sure that we get it updated. All right, we got Russian bug fixes. Very cool. Updating now. Got my recovery phrase. My device is connected via Bluetooth. Connection is stable. Continue. So this does have a little battery on it. The only devices I've ever used always have to be plugged in. So I've got this plugged into my computer. All right, do you want to restart the device in update mode? And I'm clicking yes, I do. Okay, now I got to put in my PIN, which obviously you don't get to know about. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. So it's not showing me on the device what the numbers are. They're just dots, but the device itself is showing me a keypad where all the numbers have been randomized. So in order to put in my passphrase, I have to have the device to even know which dots are the right dots. That was cool. I got to give a little credit on that one. That was cool. I like that. Um, Install firmware by OneKey, confirm on device. Yes. All right, now it says preparing. Yeah. Turn this bad boy back on. All right, so we get installing. Yeah, so an error occurred. Hardware communication failed. Please restart the device and try again. I think yeah, I think that's probably a red herring. Let's try it though. Updating. Because I'm in bootloader mode. I see Bluetooth connected. No, error occurred. Interesting. Device connection status has been updated. Please select Add Wallet, connect hardware wallet to reconfigure. Using your original recovery phrase will restore your current wallet. Using new recovery phrase will create a new wallet to troubleshoot connection issues. Okay. All right. Add wallet. All right, so it doesn't like that. Firmware is being updated. Exit may interrupt your upgrade. Are you sure you want to cancel upgrade? No, let's continue. Reconnect your device and try again. Let's check my Bluetooth. I am connected. Okay. I can try disconnecting. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see here. We are connected again. So I'm going to hit retry. No, error occurred. Please select Add Wallet, Connect Hardware Wallet. I don't see any options on the device. It just says bootloader loader. Using your original recovery phase will restore your current wallet, while using new recovery will create new wallet to troubleshoot connections issues. All right. Huh. Interesting. Cancel update. Close. Back. See if we're connected here. Looking for devices. Connecting to your device. All right. Hardware is in bootloader mode. Yes. Let's see if we can get this to work this time. All right. Update now. Confirm on device, installing, transferring data. And it might have been that I turned on the recording, the screen recording, and that might have hindered the process. So it might have been my bad. We'll have to see. Looks like it's working this time. So again, if you ever run into, challenges, software, hardware, anything like that, just follow the instructions. I said reconnect, try again. So we reconnected Bluetooth, went through the process again. No harm, no foul. I didn't even have to re-put in my seed phrase, and it looks to be working this time. So fantastic. Fantastic. about halfway there. With the Ledger that I've used for a long time, you have to swap out, you have to update firmware all the time. You're constantly fixing bugs and doing compatibility upgrades for new wallet signatures and new chains and new tokens and all that. So for the most part, it's really good to keep those updated. Some people wait and they wait for like, one or two versions just in case there's some, 0-day release that was introduced in the new code that nobody noticed yet. Um, I think with the age of AI security tools nowadays, you're probably safe to assume any update that they're putting out there has far fewer exploit opportunities than the current hardware that you're already running or the current firmware. So I would say keep it up to date. Always a good plan because yeah, security 0 days come out quickly, and as soon as you upgrade, the sooner you're protected. All right, so installing, and now we got another installing. We still got to transfer. We're going from 3.5.2 to 3.20. I used to be in software, so if you're curious what that means, the major version 3 is like super incompatible with old versions, generally speaking. The middle number, so 3.5, the 5 to 20 version, those are sometimes backward compatible changes. And then the last number, the 0.2 or the 0.0, is kind of like a point release. It's, no changes that are going to impact everyone. All right, do not power off during the update. It may cause irreversible malfunction. 1 second. Cool. Update finally finished. Powering off. I'm just reading off the screen here what it's telling me. Device paired, check mark. Oh, okay, now we're going from, it says updating Bluetooth, step 2 of 2. Very nice. We're going from 1.51 to 1.56. So that's cool. Checking device, if it doesn't restart automatically after installation, manually restart to continue. So that's kind of impressive that it's actually upgrading Bluetooth while using Bluetooth to connect to the device. Again, I'm not plugged into my phone at all. This is all being done with Bluetooth. Looks like the device screen turned off. Oh, no, it came right back on. Do you want to restart the device in update mode? Yes, I do. And a little pop-up said confirm. And oh, again, I got it. Okay, cool. So I get to show you this. So as you can see on the screen, these are just dots. There's nothing in here that would tell you, what is there? Actually, I don't know. I wonder if that is the same as before. All right, well, just to be safe, we're gonna kill that. Yeah, I was trying to see if it was giving me the same keypad configuration as before or not. All right, this time I'm not gonna start the video again because last time it seemed to get confused. And installable firmware by OneKey. Installable. I think they meant to say install, but yeah, we'll click OK. All right, initializing, updating, please wait. Installing BLE firmware. I assume that's some Bluetooth awesomeness. We're going from 1.51 to 1.6. All updates complete. BLE firmware successfully installed. Your device will be power off. And we're getting an update here on, again, of what it is. And let's see, now it's okay. Give me a little message about speeding up the charging. Maybe I can connect it to something else. Okay, firmware is ready. Genuine check. Nice. Oh, and it did move the numbers around this time. Okay, so we're gonna put in the password again, pressing the little dots, which is cool. All right. Confirm on device. It's checking this device with OneKey secure server. Verifying device. So it's doing the genuine check again. Boom. Done. Awesome. Continue. Now we're in setup device. Your device is ready. Connecting your device. Processing. Creating your wallet. So this is all on the app here. Processing on the screen. Boom. Generating your accounts. There we go. Your wallet is ready. Enter your wallet. I don't have a referral code at the moment, so I'll skip that. Well, maybe I should provide you all with a referral code. That sounds like a good idea. I'll hit skip. And there we go. This is the first screen I'm seeing that looks like a wallet. So now I've got my wallet here. The screen on the device. Okay, cool. It's asking for a PIN on the device. I like that. So here we go. So if I click on add money, receive transfer, let's send some Bitcoin over here. Verify your device to prevent address replacement attacks. Verify on device. Very cool. So we're connecting here. Awesome. Again, it's like moving the numbers around so I can just, yeah, I can put it right here and no one can see what I'm doing unless they can actually see my hardware device as well. That's very cool. Okay, there's my address. I'm verifying that address on screen on the actual device. Very cool. And I hit that, shows me the path. Okay, nice. I'm going to copy that address and we're good to go. Bitcoin Taproot address copied. And Taproot also is something to be a little concerned about, by the way, and which is nice because I can change it. Ooh, nice. Because Taproot addresses expose your public key and all the cryptid quantum concerns about public keys being crackable. I'm going to actually go with, I'm not sure the difference between nested SegWit and SegWit. I'm going to go native SegWit. We're going to grab a new address here just for funsies. All right. Verify on address. The first few characters are usually good enough. And then the last few characters, that's why it shows it in green, which is pretty cool. And yep, we look good. And then we're going to drop over to my Edge wallet and drop in here little Face ID action. All right, go in here, send some Bitcoin over. I gotta let that sink a little bit. Wait, wrong one. There we go. All right, we're gonna go send, paste. All right, there it is. That looks about right. And we're gonna send over. Let's see. Max would be. Oh, I had too much money in there. Yeah, let's go. Let's send 500 bucks over. So $500. We're moving that over to a hardware wallet. Slide to confirm. And it's been sent. Very cool. If we go back to our OneKey, let's see how long it takes to register that as an incoming transaction. Obviously, it's got to go through the mempool and all that. All right, showing some different things here. You can swap, you can do perps, you can do DeFi. Very cool. And there it is, 529, just that fast. Very impressive. That was very impressive. Yeah, that came through really quick. Even it says no activity yet, but it's actually showing that it picked up on that transaction really quickly. All right, well, that's it. I think that's it for now. This thing is pretty freaking cool. All right, so I'm gonna unplug it. Let's see if it warns me. Okay, look, still running just nice and beautiful. Battery powered, which is very nice. Can enter the pin in just like that. And yeah, man, I have to say I'm pretty impressed. This thing is so small, so thin. I don't even have to have it plugged in. It's like the size of a credit card basically. And it's got its own battery, turns itself off. This thing's pretty cool. I would have to say, you get a little battery monitor on there so you can know if it's out of battery. USB-C, connect to Bluetooth with the phone. I have to say, I like it. Well done, OneKey team. Really, I think you guys did a fantastic job on this. I've recommended Ledger for a long time, and I actually feel like this is much more accessible. This is very, very sleek, very easy to use. You don't have to deal with dongles, like I used to. The old Ledgers are still USB, and this is nice. This is very nice. So yeah, if you do check it out, I'll try to put my little uh, code in the description so you can use it. I think I might get a kickback for that as well. Full disclosure, I don't know. But yeah, check it out and let me know what you think. I'm pretty impressed so far. I think this is really cool. I think we need to make crypto easier and easier, and this is how we do that. So again, thanks OneKey for the product. I hope this video is kind of what you were looking for. I'm impressed. It was super easy to set up, really easy to send to it, really easy to use, and maybe this is the future of crypto, making it a little bit easier for everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day and talk to you later.